Hi everybody, it's Ruth here, Artful Stampin. I wanted to do something, wanted to have a go at stamping something today, and I had thought of the idea of possibly every Monday doing something more into like a masculine style, and so I'm going to start it and see what happens, and I thought it would just help me have some sort of focus to think about what to do on each day of the week. So I did share it on my Artful Stampin space that I wanted to stamp this afternoon, and someone said, what about a mammal? So I was looking for another stamp set, but I don't know if I've lent it out to somebody because I couldn't find it on my shelf. So I've gone with Fable Friends because it's got a bunny in it. And so although it's kind of a cute masculine, I thought you could use it for a fun boy card or just a really kind of, fun card, because I'm going to be using the sprinkles. Okay. So I've already gone ahead and stamped onto some sticky note. I think this is actually post-it note, the make post-it. And I've cut 3 masks. So this is a really good tip. If you need to cut a few masks, just cut them all in one go. And I think what I'll do is I'll kind of do some bunnies. Should I do them that way round? I'll do 2 that way round and 2 that way round, and then we'll go from there. The only thing is I've only got 3 masks, but I'm sure I will figure it out as I go along. I just want to create some simple kind of like backgrounds and with the bunny. So hi Sheila, hi Cindy, and hi Gloria, welcome. So this is a live video. I'm filming this live and going live on YouTube, so if you're catching this on the replay, hello to you as well. You are most welcome here. Please do say hello. So I'm stamping this gorgeous bunny from Fable Friends in Memento black ink. And I've also got my heat tool just at the side in case I need to do some quick drying, because I don't want to be here for too long with you. So pop that to the side for a second. Right, so let's mask off our bunny. Now, when I cut masks for doing techniques like this, what I try and do is just cut inside the line, the black line, especially if I'm going to be doing some sponging, because having the paper on top, it kind of creates a bit of a lip, so you do need to kind of cut just inside the lines, and it kind of makes it a bit easier to place as well, because you can see the black line from underneath. Right, I'm just going to cover that up with a scrap bit of card for now, because I don't want that being spoiled. And I'm going to, so if you haven't caught it already, I was having a little play with the sprinkles the other night, and so I have discovered less is more. So if anybody sat through that, oh my goodness, you guys are so kind and so sweet, because I think some of you were just like yelling at me, just enough of the sprinkles, not so much. So I'm just going to do a little bit. And so that's Bermuda Bay. And what else have we got here? Oh, I wanted the green granny apple. There we go. Just a little bit of that. Some of that over here as well. And look, I'm being very, very careful. Can you see how careful I'm being? Hi Anne-Marie, hi Philomena, hi Karen, Debbie, and Harad, Ali, Pam. Wow, loads of you guys. Welcome. Oh, that was a bit too much. Please do share this out with anybody who you might think might enjoy this right now. I'm just going to take a bit of that and just sprinkle it. Sprinkle that somewhere else. Spread that out a bit as well. So I'm using just normal Stampin' Up cardstock. I think this is the thicker stuff though, because I discovered I quite liked how it ended up being a little bit more splattery with this cardstock. Just put a little dash of manga medley there. Okay, so I'm going to spritz this now. Oh, and I'm almost slightly regretting smooshing it with my fingers because I've ended up with kind of marks, but never mind. Never mind, never mind. I'm not going to worry about it now. So I'm going to very carefully move this mask because this paper is now wet because I haven't got my little, I haven't got 4 masks, I've only got 3. I'll pop him there. Oh, what about some gorgeous grape this time? So just a little, I'm being very careful, everybody. Oops, a little bit of yellow. I did actually want this quite light, but never mind. I've tried to be very careful with my sprinkling because I want to stamp over the top of this, okay? So I'm grabbing my heat tool, which is down here. So I'll have to talk above the noise just for a second while I say hello to everybody. The sprinkles go a really long way. Oh my goodness, yes, a really, really long way. You could almost like share them with a friend. Like have them live at a friend's house for a week and then swap. Or a month, I don't know. Okay, I'm wanting to just dry this off because I want to do some more creating with this. Hi Misty, hi Ellen, good morning. So who loves this wabbit? He's so cute. I did the most adorable event with this lady who was having a baby shower and we use this stamp set a lot. And I'm not a huge kind of colouring in of animals or characters person, but I do love colouring in this one. Right, I think that's dry enough. Just dropped a punch, never mind. Right. I'm just going to remove these sprinkles because I do not want these falling somewhere. So they come in this really helpful plastic bag, and I did put some washi tape over the top, so I'm not actually able to shut that fully anymore, but I'm going to keep them in a little, where's my little box gone? I did have another plastic box that I was keeping them in, but I'll just pop them down safely somewhere else for a minute. Right, so I want to stamp in some black ink on top of this, but I think I might add some other colour, maybe with some sponging afterwards, because I want to just see how it looks with the stamps first. So grab a block, we'll go from there, see what happens. Let me just grab these masks back in. We'll just do this one by one. And so I had this vision of this kind of explosion of colour in the background, but then having some black kind of foliage just to make it kind of quite stark. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. So, oh, hi New Zealand. Yeah, hi Angharad. And 6:45 in New York. You settling in for the night, are you, in New York? Oh, I should have put my stamping mat underneath. Just see if I've got one nearby. Nope. Okay. Quite like that. Yeah, and also the other thing I thought about this stamp is usually we use this kind of going downwards, but I thought it'd be fun to see how it would look growing upwards. So I might just need to mask off some areas. This is my little scrappy leftovers. Hi Rhonda. Hi Joyce. Hi Vanessa. Who else have I not said hello to? Hi Bobby. There we go. And then I think I might just grab this little one out and do a little stamping just around the base of my rabbit, just to kind of give him something to sit on so he's not just floating in a mid-air. Right, shall we see what he looks like? How do you get this stamp set? It's a host stamp set, so you need to, if you're a demonstrator, you need to place an order for over £150. That's in the UK, so that's about, what's that, 200, no, 170, 180 CSV, I think it is. So it's about $180, $170. Bobby, you might be able to tell me. Or if there are any American demonstrators here. So where are you from? I shouldn't assume that you're... Oh no, you're in Australia, aren't you? Yes, that's about $200, I think. Ellen might be able to tell me. And I mean, kind of speak to your demonstrator, because some demonstrators like me, if you place an order with me of a certain value, then I'm happy to order it for you if you use the host code. So you need to kind of talk to your demonstrator really, because it's a host set, so you just need to have a qualifying order. So if you can't get your qualifying order, then your demonstrator might be kind and kind of do it for you. So I can't speak for all demonstrators because each one operate in a different way, but if you were my customer, then I would get it for you. Oh, 250, thanks, Ellen. Are you kind like that, Ellen? Do you get host sets for your customers if they want them? Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking now is that he looks a little bit anemic, so I might need to just colour him in with a really kind of neutral tones, like a beige or something, just so it doesn't look so pale. But I do like the contrast of him against the background, or her against the background of the sprinkles. So, hi Tracy. Okay, so Ellen Wood. So yeah, you kind of just need to find a sympathetic demonstrator really. Right, I think I'll find the other bunnies. I might just mask these back off. Now, just be aware that the ink, the colour went through my post-it note. So when you, as soon as you kind of like spritz it, it's probably a good idea to try and remove the post-it note, because I have got a little bit of colour onto here. Then dry it off, then reuse it. Or just have like cut out quite a few to start off with. And then you can not have to worry about the ink transferring. But how would trees go behind him? What? How would they look, or how would I stamp it? Yeah, trees would. I mean, you can stamp whatever you want behind the bunny. I just grabbed this stamp set because I thought it might be quite fun. Like he's sitting in a not a vegetable patch, but just sitting in a patch of vegetation. That's the kind of look I was trying to go for. Almost like buddleia or foxgloves or something. That's what I kind of thought he looked. Now, the only danger is if I go too low, it's going to then encroach on this one here. So if you wanted to cut your cardstock up before you did this, that's fine too. Rhonda says she would help a customer too. Oh, cool. Okay, so Rhonda, where are you based? Yes, I will. I mean, I could have cut him out. I could have cut them out first, but I've not really thought about it. It was just an idea that popped into my head, and I'm having a go in front of you guys, so it might not work. It might work. So we'll see. Oh, so you're in the US, Rhonda. Okay. Oh, so cute. Right, let's cut these up and see what happens. So I'm cutting these up as if I was going to remount them onto a base. So it's basically whatever your card size is in your region. So whether it's A4 or 8.5 by 11, whatever you use, divided by 4 minus a bit around the edges. Okay, you know me, I don't like to give exact measurements because I think you need to work with whatever you guys have in your country. So, oops, got caught on there. Oh, why is it doing that? Ow. Ow, ow. The card is a little bit curly. So my trimmer's not happy. It's like going, ah! Don't like it. That's kind of cute. Just something different. Because I find that not, you know, when people have babies or, you know, that kind of thing, not everyone is kind of into cutesy pastel colours. They like bright, fun stuff. You know, dare I say artsy stuff. So, you know, sometimes it's good just to do something kind of fun and vibrant and bit crazy. Right, let's have a look. What blends should we use? I wonder if I could just get away with just doing his cheeks or something. What have we got here? Ivory. Just to give his cheeks a bit of colour. Just so he doesn't look so anemic. And then, what's this? Smoky slate? Dark smoky slate. No, let's get light smoky slate. We'll just make this rabbit grey. Oh, there we go. Great minds think alike, Ellen. I'll get you guys in a bit closer. I'll just do it under here because there'll be a bit of shadow under there. And maybe a little bit of ivory just for the ears. And then use the, what colour should I do his jacket? Can I do something bright like yellow? Right, so this is the blend pen, but I'm just going to go over it a little bit just to soften the edges of the grey here. Oh my goodness, it's reacting to some of the sprinkles. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So there's where the sprinkles have ended up on my paper, it's kind of reacting with it a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is just helping to soften those edges of the light grey. So this is how to really get a very, very, very soft effect with your blends. It's like almost half colouring in. We have a pink nose. A red jacket, says Pam. Oh, I don't know if I would. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm brave enough. Well, if I put that there, I'm wondering what about a Bermuda Bay jacket, because we've got a little bit of that blue there. I'll do red maybe for this one, but I think I'm brave enough. Ruth not being brave. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. So this is dark Bermuda Bay. What's this one? Light Bermuda Bay. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the dark at the top there. So just under the head where there'd be a shadow, maybe just under the arms. There we go. And then the light Bermuda Bay to colour some of that in. Actually, I'm not going to colour it all in because whoever suggested pool party, that's a very good suggestion. So I might just do that to fill in the rest of that. I've got soft seafoam, that's not right. Where's Bermuda Bay? Oh, pool party. There we go. He is so cute. Hi, Barbie. Welcome. Thank you. Okay, so always remember, be careful if you're laying down lots and lots of colour, because the more colour you put down, it pushes the colour out. So if you don't want it to go outside the lines, just take your time. So I'm really wanting to blend in this section here. I might just get some of the light in there. Oh, oops. Hi, Janice. I know, I was prepping for a class tomorrow. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my lid off. Sometimes that happens, but it's Okay. Yeah, I was prepping for a class, and I like to have pretty much everything ready by the night before, because my class is at 10, and by the time I dropped off my daughter, come home, you know, done a few things at home, the time just goes so quickly. So okay, I think I'm going to leave him there. Shall we do the red? Oh, orange. What about an orangey? What's that one? Light cherry cobbler. Dark red, real red, light real red. Okay. I quite like that very pale bunny, so I will go with that again. The ivory, so a little bit of ivory on the nose, a little bit of ivory on the cheek, a bit of smoky slate. Oh, and then ears. Gotta remember the ears. Thank you, Gloria. You're a step ahead of me. You've been asleep, Janice? Oh, bless you. I didn't wake you up, did I? Did my pings wake you up? I'd like to be asleep, but never mind. I just wanted to come on. So what do you guys think of me doing masculine Mondays? Because that would help me kind of think, oh, I know what I'll do on a Monday. Something masculine. Actually, my husband and I were trying to think of things I could do. And he was coming up with some very silly ideas. Yes, good idea. You know what you'll be playing with today. So who has the sprinkles? So I'm going to be very careful with this red because I don't want too much of it. Yay! Oh, no worries, Pam. Thank you for coming on. Use the colour wheel principle. Ah, what for? Generally? Ellen, do you love your sprinkles? Oh, this bunny looks so cosy. It's like a nice autumnal bunny. Right, so that's that done. Get this one in. So I'm going to leave those out because I'm really happy with those. Now he's got a bit of green on him already. And I've got a soft sea foam out here. So if I get light old olive, let's see if that will work. Oh, Ellen, you should have watched my last video. People were like yelling at me. You're drowning the sprinkles. So over the course of the video, I was like, okay, now I think I've got it. And I'm going to do another video using all the different backgrounds I created. Oh no, I've just coloured the bunny green. Oh man. Let's see if the grey will go over him. You know what, I'm just going to colour him all smoky slate and then make this a dark grey bunny. Why didn't you shout at me, guys? I bet you were. Hi, Hilda. You watched Peter Rabbit. Oh. You know what? They filmed Peter Rabbit too in Australia, because a friend of mine's in it, and I saw his Instagram post, and he was in Australia at the time. So I was like, yay! Which is really funny because Peter Rabbit I associate with being such a British institution. Having it filmed in Australia kind of feels weird, but I guess you get film studios all over the place. Exactly. See, Ellen thinks like me. There's no such thing as too much sprinkles. The thing is, Ellen, the problem is I'm very frugal. So if I put too much on and then end up wiping it off again, I'm like, oh no, I've just wasted a whole heap of sprinkles. Oh, ears. Nearly forgot the ears again. Yes, you've learnt from my playtime. Yes, you did. Ruth can get it wrong. Oh, I've got to remember his hands. His little hands. I love the blends, how you can kind of go over and over and over. Right, let's do his green jacket. Don't mess it up this time, Ruth. I feel like when you colour the little jackets in different colours, it kind of gives them a different character. So if you're watching this on a replay and you don't want to have to sit through me colouring in, please feel free to forward. Or also you can watch this on high speed, so you can watch this at double speed if you want to. And I do recommend you do that because, oh no, wrong colour. Oh, I've put the wrong lid on. Where are we? Dark. That's the dark one. That's the dark one. This is the light one. I've not used it since Easter. Oh. Here's a good one for Easter, actually. Right, I've just got to find my lid because I dropped it on the floor. Oh, can't find it. Right, I have to remember to do it later. Right, last one. Nearly there. Oh, can I do a yellow one now? I'm going to do a yellow jacket. Okay, so let's just use this just to do a little bit of grey around here. This is going to be a light bunny again. Just a wee little bit of shading. Nothing too much. Get the white blends. You're making baby cards. Oh, are you? Well, I hadn't intended to make a baby card. This was going to be a masculine card. So, but it's ended up being kind of like a masculine but funky baby card if you want it to be, or a, you know, a boy's card. I don't know. Actually, to be honest, it's ended up being feminine. Who am I kidding? I think I'll have to rename the title of this. I've put flowers on it, for goodness sake. If I was to give this to my kids, they'd be like, well, boys anyway, they'd be like, what? Mummy. Give us a girly card. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to retitle it. After all that. Just have to admit defeat. Whoa, 50, Janice. Oh, I'm sorry, but no, I couldn't do that. You need to get yourself a scan and cut. I've heard they're the bee's knees. That's crazy, says Sheila. Yeah. Was it therapeutic, Janice? Do you find it therapeutic cutting out? Some people really do. Like Jennifer Maguire does. If you watch her video, she says, oh, I love cutting out. Okay, fair enough. Could have had Bunny hanging out of his best friend's car. Is that a reference to a song? You know, with my best friend's car. Dee, 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 dee. It is, isn't it? That is a reference to a song. I love this yellow one. Oh, too cute. Right, let's see if I've got any coloured cardstock. Oh, look at that. Actually, I think I prefer this one. Oh, I haven't got an orange cut. But I think I'm just going to have to cut the yellow one and an orange one. Let's see what it looks like. Bit of Daffodil Delight, I think. Well, I'm utterly delighted how these have turned out, I have to say. And I'm really... I think I'm getting the hang of the brushes now. Can't believe that I'm actually saying less is more. Because that's not like me at all. But I think you might be right. I've recently found out that if you're in a real hurry, you can actually score 2 pieces of card with one go with the old trimmer. And if you've got a sharp blade, you can actually cut 2 pieces of cardstock too. I know you're probably not meant to, but... Oh, these are so cute. Right, let's get some. Hi, Susan. Oh, thank you for subscribing. You're very welcome. Blend will find my lid. Yes, you're right. I will find my lid. It's just that when filming late at night, I have to switch my overhead light off because because it's above. It casts a shadow through where I've got my phone that's filming. So I have it dark in the room so that my strip lighting up here shows up better. So I will definitely look for it once I've finished here. So if any of you got questions, can hear things moving. About this process. If anyone's got some tips for me, much appreciated. Oh, I've just got glue on there. So this is just the thick cardstock. Now, because it is crinkled up a bit, I am kind of being a bit extra generous with the glue. And what I will probably do is leave these under a heavy something or other overnight, just to flatten them out a bit more, because all that water that we used earlier has kind of warped the card a little bit. You have a flashlight. The spritz, is it water or alcohol? I believe it's water. Let's have a sniff. Yeah, water. Alcohol might have been a good idea, actually. Would have dried quicker, I guess. But water's cheaper. So, yeah, they are sweet, aren't they? I'm really pleased how these have turned out. I think I'll use this technique on other kind of line drawing stamps. It would be nice to try them out on some florals. I might do that, actually. Not tonight, but I'll leave these at the side while you can look at those while I'm gluing this. And again, you don't necessarily have to put a, sentiment with this right now. You kind of wait until you've got someone to give them to, or kind of leave them ambiguous, because then people can, if you're a seller of cards, sometimes it's better just to leave it and let people decide what they want to use it for, because they might just have a adult male friend who just loves bunnies, or Peter Rabbit or whatever. So, right. So it was a kind of one-sheet wonder. I did stamp and spritz and sprinkle all in one. But I'm just using my rubber to get off some of that glue. I was a bit generous with the glue. So. But I love how this has got all these different colours in there. Can you see that? It's got like purple, blue, yellow, orange. Super fun. There we go. Thanks, Vanessa. Yes, go play, go play, go play. But the key is, okay, so recap. The key is to create your mask. So I stamped the bunny on the sticky, so you find the sticky part of your post-it or sticky notes, and I stamped him here and then cut out, and I cut 3 out in one go. So I would actually suggest just cutting the 4 out in one go. I don't know why I just did 3. I think I thought it might be too thick, but it was fine. So and you could probably keep these for another day. They're still a bit sticky, so I will keep that in my stamp set with my stamp for another day. And then just grab some black ink. That's all the ink I used, black ink, the sprinkles, and some sort of like foliage stamp, really. See what comes out. Mr. Rabbit could have favourite ball club colours. There we go. Yeah. You're welcome, Jeannie. Lovely to see you. Thank you everybody for watching. It's really kind of you to come and join me, and please do share it out. I really do appreciate all the love you guys show, and it all helps, and I will see you again at some point this week, I hope. Lots of love. Take care for now. Bye.